Hello aviators. Today I am going to be reviewing the economy class on JetBlue's A321 from Newark to St. Maarten. Since the flight was scheduled to depart at 7 a.m., I arrived at Newark bright and early at 3:30 a.m., a bit late because of some light snow on the way to the airport. After checking my bags and passing security without a hitch, it was time to go to my departure gate, gate B56. Due to me being at the airport at around 4 a.m., most shops and lounges were closed, so I can't really say anything about that. There are some nice pictures of old aircraft like a Concorde and an Air India 747 on the walls of the terminal. It was finally nice to be back in Terminal B, as I hadn't been there for quite some time. I think my last trip out of Terminal B was my Turkish Airlines flight from Newark to Istanbul. Click on the top right to see that video. The gate area is just as I remember it, a bit dark and gray. But what can I say? Pretty sure Newark is actually starting to renovate all its terminals as we speak, working on Terminal 1, and they're about to demolish Terminal A. I really can't wait to fly out of that new Terminal 1. I heard it's a really, really beautiful terminal. I was definitely surprised at how many people were there. For Christmas Eve, there are not that many people, and especially where the seats were for waiting for your flight to board. There were not that many people for my flight to St. Maarten, JetBlue 995. Our aircraft, though, did seem to have a bit of snow on it, which is not a good sign, although I did mention that it was snowing earlier. But still, snow on the wings could definitely delay our flight a bit. Speaking of delays, our boarding time was delayed about an hour to several issues. One being that the aircraft door was not open. Two, being that the jet bridge door was not open. And three, the operator of the jet bridge and the person who would board all of the passengers was confused and kept saying, "I'm so confused and I don't know what I'm doing." But after several frantic calls, our boarding time was changed from 6:20 to 6:50. And now, we're boarding the plane. Good morning. How are you? I'm good. I flew in on my flight back, but not on this flight. Today, we're going to the back of the plane to seat 26A. Here we are at seat 26A, standard economy class, with a great view of the wet conditions out the window. Once we were seated and ready to push back, we then got word from the captain that there was yet another delay for an unknown amount of time, this time because since it was Christmas Eve, there were so many aircraft traveling to the Caribbean, and there was a flight plan shortage. The flight plan that ATC wanted to assign us, the captain could not accept because it was too far east or out into the Atlantic. And on flights to the Caribbean like mine, they have to be a certain number of miles away from any land at one given time. So, we waited and waited and waited, and finally, the captain gave us the good news. Clearance delivery gave him a suitable flight plan, which also erased about 1 hour of flight time from our flight. And now, we were ready to push back. Or so I thought. Remember how I told you there was a bit of snow when I arrived into Newark? That snow made us sit on the ground even longer and wait for the de-icing team to come and de-ice our aircraft. But finally, they came, and it was time to de-ice.
Alright folks, Captain speaking. We're about to start the de-ice procedure, so air condition will be off for a few minutes as we de-ice, and once it comes back on, as I mentioned, you might smell kind of a sweet smell. It's just due to the de-ice fluid. Hopefully it shouldn't take more than about 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you.
But finally, after our hefty delay, we lined up with runway 22 right and rotated out of Newark Liberty International Airport at 9:20 a.m., 1 hour and 45 minutes behind schedule.
We are now at 10,000 feet. At this time, you may use the NC power outlets, which are located underneath the seats in line with the armrest. For your safety, continue observing the seatbelt sign. Remember that all flights are non-smoking, then vaping, and the use of electronic cigarettes.
I don't have that much to say about the JetBlue experience. It was great. The tray table was nice and clean, as it should be during these COVID-19 times. The legroom was very good, and there was a nice view out the window, as you saw in my previous videos. And the TV was sufficiently sized. The movies were nice, up to date. The only thing I did not like about it was that the map for your showing where your flight was had all these ads on it, and you couldn't take them away. It just took away from me actually seeing where we were in the progress of our flight. The only thing I did not enjoy were actually two things. One, that the Fly-Fi, even while in coverage over the US, did not work for me. It would connect but then say no internet connection. And I did not get to use the TV service because about 3/4 of our flight was out of coverage of the live TV broadcasts. The last feature that I did like was the snack bar in the front of the cabin, where you could get many snacks such as Kind bars, popcorners, and brown sugar cookies. The flight was pretty uneventful for me. I slept for most of it, and before I knew it, we were on short final for St. Maarten, making a very, very hard landing on runway 10 at Princess Juliana International Airport. Thank you all for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed my little vlog of my flight from Newark to St. Maarten on JetBlue Flight 995 in economy class. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, leave a like, and comment down below if you enjoyed this video. Hope to see you very, very soon in my next travel video.